everybody. It is your favorite hippie from Mississippi, the one and only Killer D, the owner of EWA. I gotta say, last night's events were coming up last night, so if y'all paid attention to what happened last night, you're all in for a treat. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring on my guest who's going to help me with this interview show. You'll all know her. She has more meltdowns than the entire roster. And I can see that. Ladies and gentlemen, the hottest bitch of EWA in all professional wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, my sidekick, Christine! Hey, Christine!
You're lucky I don't put my foot up your ass.
It's okay. I might enjoy that.
At 3 o'clock.
I'll see you at 3 o'clock.
I'll see you at 3 o'clock. Well, hello, everyone.
What's up, everybody? It is another episode of High News. But since Miss Christine was not really watching most of the day yesterday in the beginning, we had some difficulty with Riley being in my goddamn office. Because the lawyers gave our head of security the fucking paperwork that she gave to us lovely CEO. And guess what? Boom.
I mean, she's looking for a killer daddy.
We're not going there. We're not going there.
You owe child support.
We are not doing this. No. I don't know who keeps telling you, but we are not doing this. Don't make me go get Rasputia.
Listen, Linda.
I'm listening. I ain't hear shit coming out every time you do this. There, Christine.
You're just jealous because I'm hot.
Damn. Yeah, but I'm hot too, so.
You got a dad bod.
Yeah, I know.
No wonder you're called Killer Daddy.
Yes.
Okay.
But, guys, let's get to our first person who's always right on time. And no, it's not Lenore Nolan either. Ladies and gentlemen, he just had a hellacious match yesterday himself. Actually, no. Sorry. Was he? I don't know yet anymore. I don't know.
Don't know. No.
No, he did not. But he was on here for commentary yesterday and now figured that he's in a triple threat match at Royal Flush, Christine.
Oh.
Against Dante Hart and Southern Heart. I mean, Dante Hardcore and Southern Heart. The one and only Starlet champion, Ruby Knight.
Hey, guys.
Well, hello.
Ruby, how you doing since yesterday?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic.
Now,
how about you guys?
We're doing all right.
You looking fine like a glass of wine.
As I always do. Thank you.
Now, yesterday you had sat on commentary. You watched that match. You watched it to the fullest. Now, what is your thoughts now knowing it's being a triple threat?
Knowing that it's going to be a triple threat, and, not surprising. I mean, hell, like I said, I'm willing to defend my title anytime, anywhere, any place against anyone because, I promised myself I will make the Starlet title the most prestigious title in EWA.
Mm-hmm.
And you have been.
Thank you.
Which is good. I'm glad you represent EWA Starlet title. Now, my thing to you is, how are you going to prepare mentally for this street fight? I mean, I know you had other street fights before, but this one's I think is going to be a little tougher for you.
A little tougher. I mean, being that it's going to be my first time facing Dante Hardcore, but not my first time facing Southern Heart. But I'm going to do what I do best is kick ass, take names, and continue being me. Any challenge that is out there, just know that I will do whatever it takes, just to prove everyone that I'm not going to be a stepping stone that you're going to step on. And I'm tired of being pushed around. That's why
Right.
with those two joined together for some strange reason, trying to ambush me. Good thing Rajax came, and backed me up because I knew something like that was going to happen because, usually those two, they want something that I have. So they're willing to do whatever it takes to take out the competition. And right now, I'm the major competition that they need to give through.
You're not wrong
So-
there, Christine.
Could this be the reunion of House of Flawless?
Actually, Christine, this coming Monday, House of Flawless will be reuniting for one night and one night only.
Mhm. And trust me, it's going to be great. It will be great. Actually,
Now-
it will be flawless. Let me rephrase that.
Right. Now, Christine, any questions for him?
So be that as it may, let the games begin. But just so you know, I won't go down without a fight. The only time I go down on something is if I'm with a man right now. But that's for a different story for another day.
Right.
I mean, I would go down on Killer D, but he has some little daddy situations with Riley.
He got a Riley situation.
Leave Riley out of this. In the words of the TikToker I follow, that is not your slogan, bitch.
I mean, hell, for the fact of the matter is, is she pregnant with twins? You're gonna have your own Luke and Leia. I'm sorry to say,
Okay,
I'm
Ray
sorry,
Jack.
but
But- All right, but let's get back to the business. You have a tag match against Dante and Southern Heart. How are you mentally for this match?
well, being that this is definitely not our first time for me and Ray Jax, tag team. I mean, in another promotion, we were former tag champs, so we know the fundamentals of how to be a tag team and everything.
Right.
Mhm.
So we're just going basically do what we do best, and just know for a damn fact that we are just tired of we're just tired of being the ones to be pushed around because it's like shaking up a soda bottle and it just waiting to explode. And you know what? With yesterday, with everything that happened, I've been going for a few changes. I mean, I feel like I did lost a little bit of sense of myself for the past few weeks, and I think it's time I bring back the sassy and edginess to my whole persona because I feel like that was missing for the past few weeks.
Interesting.
All right.
This newfound edginess, what does this consist of?
You just gonna have to wait and find out. So just know, big things come in small packages.
All right. Any
Oh.
last word? Well, since you talked about your opponents, any last words?
All I gotta say is even though I'm facing Southern Heart in another match again, and of course Dante for the very first time, in a triple threat, I'm telling you to do this right now. Let someone else step up besides Southern Heart. And when I beat her again, this is it. This is the last time for me and her. She needs to move on. I mean, I tire her again. I tire her getting chance after chance after chance after chance, and then she fails to succeed. Let someone else step up to the plate. I mean, I'm not trying to knock her down, but she needs to move on from this situation.
Right.
She's not going to be Starlet champion unless I have it. I mean, hence the name Star. You're looking at one.
You're absolutely all right. So Ruby Knight, good luck this coming Monday in the reunited House of Flawless,
Thank you.
and good luck at Royal Flush.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Wow,
All right.
strong words.
Ruby Knight's been on this a little edginess.
I mean, big things do come in small packages.
Right. But let's get to this next person coming on.
Mhm.
He actually just went through a hellacious battle last night, actually.
Oh.
Yep. And this person took on Jack Steele
Oh.
in a hellacious match. And taking on a big man here like him is no tough task. But the one and only El Matan. Matan, welcome.
Well, hello, Elmaton.
Well, hello, Christine. Well, hello, Killa D.
What's going on, buddy?
Well, after a hellacious battle, I'm getting ready to get released out of the hospital. The doctor said that I'm still good to go for this week and Royal Flush coming up, but have a little bit of a headache, bruises, you know.
Right. Now, I gotta say, the triple threat match that you had to that you watched, you were barred from ringside, and Ember Lynn made a verbal threat to you, and you kept your word. Why?
Because the thing between Ember Lynn and I is because she may be the little dark devil herself. She may be everybody's favorite around, you know, and I kept my word because I know not to ruin a good tag team when I'm in one.
Right. Well, you went up against Jack Steele yesterday, like I said, and you had one of the toughest matches in your career so far. I mean, you went up against Brooks. I'm not talking about competitor-wise. I'm talking about height and strength-wise.
See, Jack Steele's one of them tough son of a bitches, and let me tell you, that was a good fight. I came out on top. That's all that matters. I didn't need the management. I didn't need my tag team partner. I didn't need the fans. But my tag team partner knows if she can get the fight
don't
done.
Know, right, Killity?
I don't think he does.
Should I be the bearer of bad news?
No.
Okay.
If you want to be the bearer of bad news, you can tell me.
No,
but I can tell you,
Emberlyn's just on a warpath, basically. Anyone who pisses her off is going in the cup.
Well, that's my tag team partner for you.
Her thing is like her goes in the cup like Little Nicky. Get in the flask.
Well, like I said, I didn't need anybody to help me beat somebody as strong as Jack Steele. But I know my tag team partner, she didn't need help in her match either. But that gives us a better advantage.
Speaking of her match, she had taken the loss last night against Derek Cole and Sabrina. Sabrina got the pin over her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how you feel about that going into this gauntlet match coming up on Monday night?
That just means we need to step up our game. You know, no matter if we come off of a win or a loss, it doesn't matter who you're up against. Even if it's the same exact people week after week, the best thing to do is learn from your losses, watch the recordings, and be prepared. Be mentally, physically, and ready.
You're absolutely right. All right. Well, you have a triple threat tag match going into Royal Flush.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts on that?
That's destiny that I'm looking at. Ember Lynn may have just came back from personal issues that are definitely taken care of, but we both know that we both want those tag team championships. And at Royal Flush, we will fight, we will scratch, we will call, we will bleed, we will burn, and we will bury asses until we get those tag team championships.
All right. Well, El Matan, we heard a lot we had to say. What are your last words?
To my tag team partner, let's get this done. We have business to take care of. Let's get the job finished. We need those tag titles because, let's be quite frank, Any other tag team that's held up, they haven't shown much. Now let's get together. Let's show them how it's done. Let's run this tag division how we know how to run. And to our opponents, get ready, boys and girls. Because sooner or later, Blood and Destruction, Emberlyn and El Matan are going to come with a vengeance. And that vengeance is to claim the tag team titles and whoop your all's asses.
All right.
Well, dang, strong
All right,
words.
Elmadon. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All
Wow.
right. Wow, indeed. Wow, indeed. But
I mean, what's gonna happen if he sees the footage?
that's going to happen. That's what happens. But let's get to this next man that I have coming on. He's actually not a man. I don't know what the fuck this guy is.
What?
I don't know what the fuck he is. But
Is
all
he
I
a
gotta,
centaur?
I don't know. But
How
he's,
is he a centaur?
he's not a centaur.
Centaur.
Let's just say last night he had one hellacious match against the family with DDB in his corner.
Oh.
Not only that, he's been having a little problem with Brooks.
Oh.
So the one on this guy I'm going to bring on is the one and only the Omen.
Oh.
Omen,
Well,
welcome aboard.
hello.
What's up, Killer D? What's up, Christine? Hello, hello. How are y'all this evening?
Doing good.
Meow.
I saw that you dipped into my strain again.
Most definitely, good sir. You need to after the match that I had last night. You need that,
Good
goodness to heal
That
you
was,
up.
that was some good shit, wasn't it, bro?
Definitely, good sir.
That's some fluffy fire motherfucking shit.
But anyways, down to business.
Down to business. Earlier today, you came out
Yeah.
and you addressed Brooks. You didn't even give a shit about Hellblazer.
Not yet, anyway. As always, I've got to put the main mission on the forefront there. So as always, as soon as I've walked in, it's always been about Brooks and that beautiful goldie around his waist that he stole from me.
I know you've been chasing that United States Championship against Brooks. I know that for a fact. You have been. And Brooks is not an easy task to take down. Not a lot of people have actually taken down Brooks the way people have in the past. It's not the same now. You're not the same. You're not the same person anymore, and neither is he from a year ago.
Exactly.
Especially when you were in Solitude.
Most definitely. Times have changed, and so have we.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We all have evolved as well. No pun
That's
intended
right.
to my company, but we all have evolved. But Omen, you had a tough match last night, and now I didn't get to ask you backstage. I was dealing with business before I came to do this, and how were you gonna bounce back from a 3 straight loses?
To be honest, I don't know how to bounce back, but come back as hard as I've always been. It may have been 3 straight losses, but as everyone has seen, from management to the roster to the universe, I give it all. When I step in between that ring, it's go time, and whether I've been screwed over or when I lost cleanly against Tommy Dyer, I will keep coming back. I'm coming up against Hellblazer, who was what I think the #1 contender for the US title, right?
Yes, he is.
So you know what I mean. This is like a last chance for me. I feel that if I don't do something here, then I will have to get back to the back of the shuffle. I'm a have to be real about that. So it's put up or shut up this week for me. But what an ass whooping. I mean, I took 2 emo kid killers last night. I'm sore. I'm really sore. I'm gonna have to give it to those guys. You know, they're some tough SOBs, man.
Now, I want to talk about what happened after the match. You attacked Tommy Dyer from behind, and then we saw you get ready because Brooks came down, and then you guys brawled.
Fight.
Frustration.
Fight.
Frustration. You know what I mean? It was the mere fact that Casey Moran came in and did what he did, and if he didn't do that, maybe the match could have ended differently. But I don't want to get into the shoulda, woulda, coulda. But it was pure frustration. I was obviously still ready to go. I was so high on energy, and yeah, the first person I saw was Tommy Dyer, and so he caught some, and then the main man that I've been wanting to get at, Brooks, you know, he should have came down with that belt, and I would have whooped his ass and taken it from him right there and then. But he made a smart move by handing it over, because he knew if he came down with that belt, he wouldn't have been walking away with it.
Wow. What strong words, huh, Christine?
Very strong words.
Now, what do you have? What are your words towards Hellblazer?
I mean, I've been watching him. I mean, I saw his match with Ray Jax, obviously. Great win. I don't know. He's a bit of a dark horse. I don't know too much. But as always, I'm just gonna come hard, as I always do, and be unrelenting. Hellblazer, you better make sure you're fucking calling on every demon you need to, mate, because you're gonna need it to face me. Because I'm on a warpath, and you're just gonna be collateral if you don't make a right step.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right on that one, Omen. Christine, any questions for him?
So recently, you decided to vandalize Brooks's property.
Can you talk about that?
And he vandalized your property.
I came off the winner. I came off the winner in that little spat, you know, and that's why I said what I said earlier today. Yeah, I'm an omen. I'm a mischievous motherfucker. I will do what I need to catch your attention. You know, a lot of people like to clock in and clock out in the gym and in the ring, but this is 24/7 for me. You know, Brooks, he knows exactly what we're putting on the line here. He knows what he's doing, and he's enjoying every single moment of the two. That's why he went for my house. But hey, I had insurance, you know. He got insurance, I got insurance. At the end of the day, I got a bigger payday. So, you know, yeah, can't complain.
All
But I'm gonna make his title run go up in flames in the end.
Now, let me ask you a question. When you burnt his car, what message were you trying to send to him?
Exactly that. I'm gonna burn your reign. You know, you take an eye off me, you're gonna pay for it. You can never take your eye off me. If I'm coming for you, you can't focus on anything else. You don't have the capacity like I do, like I've been doing since I've been maintaining since I walked in these doors. You know, I've been maintaining this intensity. And it's going to pay off one way or another.
Yes, it is. But, all right, Omen, before you go, any last words to Brooks? Wow. After last night's brawl, that's his word. That's his final words to him. Okay, Omen, it's always a pleasure to have you. Good luck in
Thank
your
you, good
good
sir.
luck in your match against Hellblazer this week.
Have a lovely evening.
All right, take care,
Cheers.
Owen. Wow.
Something about a man and an accent. Oh,
Listen, calm down. Calm down about the Great Valley, Jason Momoa. Okay. But
I'm not the one that knocked up a woman.
you should tell Amber Lynn to stop crying over Legion. He's never coming back.
I wouldn't even talk to that bitch if my life depended on it.
But speaking of bad bitches, this next person I'm bringing on is a bad motherfucker. Okay? I'm telling you. Did you see what this woman did last night? You know what? Hold on a minute. Hold on. Before we bring her or this person on, I want to reiterate what she did last night.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me get it real fast. Because let's just say this is not for the faint of heart for people to see. Christine, let's just say that it's one of those things where
Viewer discretion is advised.
but we are going to replay what happened last night before I bring this person on. This is what she ended up doing. Hold on, give me a minute.
One job, Killity. One job. Oh.
This is what she did. You missed this.
Hello, Aaron. Yes, we finally have this heart-to-heart talk.
She invaded Casey Moran's house and kidnapped
You and I are
his
gonna be
wife.
best friends. I mean, your husband is probably going to be missing you once he leaves the arena. I think I'm going to hold on to you very much, sweetheart. So you and I are going to have a little heart-to-heart chit-chat, shall we? Sweetheart, don't worry. I'm not going to hurt you that much. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. You see, your husband decided now is the great timing to come on out here. And I have to commend him for wanting to return after being what we call the absentee father of the family. Oh, I know. I have been watching you guys for weeks now. He can be a good father when he wants to. I mean, that is when you don't have to pick him up off the couch when he's had a few too much. Oh, did I say too much? I'm wondering, how many times in the 20 years that you two have been married that you've had to pick him off the floor? I mean, it's not the very first time where he's abandoned his family now, isn't it? I mean, it's a reoccurring pattern, don't you think? Shouldn't you warn your children not to follow in his footsteps? Oh. I mean, he left his brother and his only other friend, Tommy Dyer, to fend for themselves when he just got up and left. I wonder how many times he has done that to you after fights got up and left. Sounds to me that Your husband has a recurring problem of not being able to be that father figure or that head of the table. Over the next few weeks, you and I are gonna get to know each other, just you and me, just girls, mother to mother. And trust me, this is only just the beginning. See you soon, darling.
Can you believe that?
I mean, damn.
That's what Dragon Queen did yesterday. That's why she was not at the arena. That's why she wasn't scheduled. I don't know where Dragon Queen is now. But we will bring on this next guest while we wait for Dragon Queen.
Ugh.
Last night he was in. I guess what I'm being told she's here. Oh. So our EWA World Heavyweight Champion, Dragon Queen. DQ.
Coming here.
Are you still at the house?
Hi, darling. Oh, no, Killer D. We are in an undisclosed location where my best friend Aaron and I are getting to know each other very well.
And I just showed Christine the video, and
Yes, darling. Yes. We're going to talk some more, love.
someone goes at Dragon Queen fan. Says amazing. You never fucked with the Dragonborn. I don't know who that is. Okay, but anyways, Dragon Queen, can you tell us about your actions? This is not like you. What is going on with you?
When Casey Moran decided he wanted to come after me, well, I couldn't allow him to make the first move. And because he wasn't that bright, he didn't realize I already had him on watch for weeks. And that's why I have this lovely lady with me. She's been filling me in all of the details. Haven't you, Eric? Yes. Oh, I know your daughter has a dance competition soon enough. I might pay her a visit soon.
Wow. Okay, Dragon Queen. This coming Monday, you have a tag match with Glenn Sexton and against Great Divine and Casey Moran himself.
I know, and I am anxious to. Oh, wait, I forgot. Hang on a second. Aaron, I believe I have some footage from your house. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. He's going back and forth viewing. You go ahead and you call the police, darling. That's the only footage you're getting tonight. Be a good girl and I don't have to disfigure you.
Good God.
I know you're at home pacing back and forth, but heed my warning. You go to any authorities, you will find scraps and pieces of your wife delivered to your home, piece by piece by piece.
Good God.
I will choose when I decide to return her. When I'm good and ready.
I see that. But let's get to Royal Flush coming up. in
Mhm.
just 2 weeks' time.
Mhm.
You are going to be in a flush roulette match.
Yes, I am. What I was a little bit disappointed was I was hoping that Reagans was going to be a man of his word, but he wasn't. He allowed the great divine to take his spot. How pretentious. A soon to be, or maybe, or never, an EWA World Heavyweight contender at some point.
Oh.
This.
Oh, indeed.
But I know that Casey Moran is also going to be in this match, which is fitting that the two of us will be trapped in this elimination contraction that our CEO Cody Cash has come up with.
Yes.
And then we have my dear Glenn Sexton, who is unaware of my late activities. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I know that you and I will be facing off in this match too. And I know you are my tag team champion, so I'll attempt to be a little bit cordial while I'm there. I'm not sure Casey, however, is going to be cordial.
Oh, good God. Now you have two people vying for a spot this week
Mhm.
coming up. You have qualifying match between Panther and Bully Drip Drip. And we have another qualifying with Kevin Sinister and DDB. Now, out of both matches, who do you think is going to come out on top?
To be honest with you, I am hoping not to have to face my unholy brother. He is here. Drip drip. But if I have to, I will. However, he will have to get past Panther. And I know she hasn't been around lately, but it'll be interesting to see if she's willing to fight for something she has never in her career. And you can ask any independent circuit, she has never been in a main event capacity. So
That
will
is
be
true.
interesting. And then we have DDB, which the Silverback General is just going to have to meet under circumstances. And I know him too. You know, I find it funny is that almost half this roster is coming after Brooks. And yet I'm your motherfucking world heavyweight champion. And it took me stealing somebody's fucking wife for me to get the attention that I was looking for.
Well, you have everyone's
That's
attention
the
now.
point.
You do have everyone's attention now. But just Dragon Queen, before you go, any last words to your challengers and at Royal Flush?
Royal Flush will be left said after my matchup at the Go Home show. As for my tag team partner, I know that we will prevail over the Great Divine and a very fueled up, raged Casey Moran. Because his mind will not be mainly just on me. He will be on the mindset on when I will return his wife if I choose to. So I have already started playing the mind games. And we already seen in the locker room where his mind is. Make no mistake, Casey, you picked the wrong time to be the absentee father to show up here in EWA. And I will expose that more truthfully this week. Now, I believe my lovely Aaron and I have to get back to finding out the next scheduling of her children. I believe you have other potential interviewees that are waiting for me to bump off because they are witnessing something that they have never seen before.
Yeah, I guess I told the people, put the children away. This is not for the faint of heart. I warned everybody before bringing you on.
Well, Killer D. Ooh, Aaron. Sweetheart, you're trying to bite your gag. It looks like we're gonna have to have another conversation. Killer D. Ta-ta.
Goodbye, Dragon Queen. What the hell? Dragon Queen at a closed location like this.
Oh, hell.
But let me get to this next person coming on. He is the Silverback General.
Oh?
Mr. DDB himself. DDB, welcome.
Hello.
First off, that's the Silverback General.
Oh, sorry. I don't have the throat for it.
Not General. What the fuck is that?
General.
See? Killer Daddy. I'm telling you.
Before we get started, I got a message for one Casey Moran. You may have gotten the first fall on a giant, but no, your first promo against me, you ever say a disrespectful word in that tone again, and I will use this beautiful little toy right here and cut out your tongue.
All right. All right. All right. Well, last night you suffered a loss with the Omen against the family. But you fought in a very hard-fought match yesterday. How are you feeling?
Never better. Everybody that knows me by now, Killer D, knows I thrive on pain. I feed off it. It only makes me that much stronger, that much more dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right. Now DDB, like I said, your hard-fought battle yesterday did not go unnoticed. That's why I granted you the qualifying match at Royal Flush.
Now, who's this character I'm up against now? I've never even heard of this guy, so
Hellblazer?
yeah.
Yes. No, not Hellblazer. You are taking on Mr. Kevin Sinister. He is a new guy.
Kevin Sinister. Well, I hope he is, just as his last name sounds.
Sinister.
Because if he's anything less, I'ma chew that boy up and I'm gonna spit him back out.
Yeah, it shows.
Needless to say, taking 2 back-to-back losses in the EWA kind of fucks with your head a little bit. When you're a man this size, 6'8", 308 pounds, and you take a loss twice back to back,
All hell.
people gonna get hurt.
I mean, look at your tag team partner yesterday. He had lost just 3 in a row so far, and his psyche is not that same as well. As you saw, he flipped off Brooks before he left. Now, you have a chance to be in a world heavyweight title match. How does that make you feel, though?
You know what? I welcome it, because in any Fed, me and Dragon Queen, we've never gone toe-to-toe. Just like me and Brooks, we've never gone toe-to-toe. So this is another dream match here, providing that I get the W to get into that match with Dragon Queen. I know how sinister she can be. I understand everything there is to know about her. I kind of enjoy the punishment she leaves on her opponents. Something just clicks. You know, it kind of reminds me of me.
She enjoys torturing people.
Oh, of
That
course.
she does. Now, DDB, you've been almost a lot. People are already looking at you in the locker room as a leader. Backstage, I've been getting word that some of the younger talent has been coming to you for advice before their matches, and you've been giving them advice. And I gotta say, I really appreciate you doing that. I really do. So thank you very much.
And you know what? Where I come from and who I was trained by and everything, that's the one. It doesn't matter if I'm about death. It doesn't matter if someone can be sinister or a little bit twisted like a TCO. As long as your trainers show and teach you to pay the way, to show the next teachings, learn under that learning tree, that's what matters in the business.
Right.
That's where people go for it. That's why I do what I do. The teachers I had, the teachers TCO had, Brooks, doesn't matter who they are. We all got taught the same thing. If that person chooses to do it, there's always good karma. The moment that one person says no, they're breaking their own code. So I welcome anybody. It doesn't matter even if you're an official and you want my view on something, you want to come talk to me. I'm a nice guy. Piss me off though. Totally different story.
Right. But all right, DDB. I do appreciate coming in. Any last words for your opponent, Kevin Sinister, and for Royal Flush?
Kevin Sinister, like I said, your last name better hold some ground, because if it doesn't, it's a horrible way for you to go down in your early career. Final Flush, Dragon Queen, we've never faced, and I hoped for the day I get to. Whether it's for a championship or not, to be seen. I'm still watching everybody around.
All right. DDB. Thank you for coming on, and good luck in your match.
Thank you.
Oof.
Wow, Christy.
Did you see that weapon? Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mr. DMB. Get the popcorn.
Yeah, get the popcorn.
Get the popcorn ready. But Christine, since you were not around yesterday, I'm going to give you a little recap on what happened yesterday during results.
I was around in spirit.
You're around in spirit. You definitely were. But let me let's just say that. Ready for this?
Mhm.
Rockstar defeated Matt Younger yesterday. Glenn Sexton beat Raven.
Oh,
He moves on for the Royal Flush. Southern Heart and Dante ended in a double pin.
interesting.
So now it'll be that's why I said it's going to be a triple threat at Royal Flush.
Right.
We had Bully Drip defeat Ty Bola in a squash match. Squash. In another qualifying round match, we had Great Divine beat Reggins. That's why she had said Dragon. We said what she said.
Mm-hmm.
You had Vendetta. No longer follow Ludacris. Follow Ludacris is dead. Now he goes by Vendetta. And he defeated Ryan Mayhem.
Well then.
We had Dragon Queen. So we had a segment with Dragon Queen. Yes, Mr. DB. It was a great show yesterday. Absolutely. You had Scabs become the new hardcore champion. We have a pig as the hardcore champion.
I mean, who knew?
We had El Matan defeat Jack Steele. Hellblazer defeated Ray Jax. You had Sabrina Slays over Cole and Ember Lynn.
Dang.
And then you had the family over Omen and DDB. But after that, a brawl broke out.
Oh.
A brawl.
Well, dang. People fighting. And you mess with the meow meow, you get the pew pew, I guess.
I guess so. But what a show last night. But you know what? Why don't we do this while we're waiting for people? Why don't we go over today's card that has been posted today?
Okay.
And you and I can discuss it. Why we wait
right.
for people. Now we got the House of Flawless, Ruby Knight and Ray Jax taking on Southern Heart and Dante Hardcore.
I mean, House of Flawless has been a tag team for a very long time. They do have really good chemistry. So this is going to be a test for Southern Heart and Dante Hardcore if they can be a tag team for one night.
You're absolutely right. And so, but the pairing of Southern Heart and Dante Hardcore backstage when you saw them, they were ready. It looks like they were ready to attack, but obviously not. But Ray Jax was right there to make sure that happened. So that's why they got challenged to a match.
Right. I mean, they were waiting to try to pick the Scabs and see who's going to walk out Scarlet Champion.
It was a number one contenders match. But now, of course, it's a triple threat Royal Flush. But we do got someone coming on next.
We do?
She is in a best of 7 series.
Oh.
With Darius.
Lenore!
Yeah, and she is not too happy as a lit because remember, she did not win the Ring in the Woods match, even though the Imposter Legion showed up. and
I
Darius
was
still
so
got the
confused
win.
by that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Lenore Lynn.
Lenore!
Lenore, how are you feeling?
Not there. What do you
Are you-
expect?
Are you 100%?
I'm capable of competing. It doesn't answer that question. Mentally, I don't know why I just witnessed the entire match I had. And
Well,
Brooks didn't want everyone when you enter that part of the compound. You see things you don't think you're there.
you're absolutely right. Now, you had seriously broken down Darius. You broke him down worse than anybody has ever tried. You hit him with a 2x4
She did.
in a tree trunk.
Hey, what do you expected? You ever say don't fear like a woman scorned? I am still scorned for that man for costing me my championship here. It cost me my long reign of the Scarlet Championship that no one seems to be broken yet.
No, they have not. They have. You were champion for what, 5.5 months?
Yes, sir.
Longest reigning. But I do have to say though, one hellacious match you had at WrestleVersary against Darius.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you came up a little bit short, but now you're going into this Monday in a regular match, no stipulation.
Knowing him, there's still going to be a catch. Knowing him, there is still something behind every scheme and purpose. Why you expect why he has to, the pack is still around still. The Oblivion is still around, so that means it's going to be a war no matter what the situation is going to be.
You're not wrong there.
You know, dear Raven is probably still sore from the neck because of what Berserk did.
Now,
I'm sorry, we're allowed to say that name.
Now, going into this match being the series being tied 2-2, what is what's going to be your mentality going into this match?
Anything goes. Fight for the finish because this marks almost the end of the best of 7. Who's going to finally get that final stretch? Who is going to make sure to get that upper hand in that next time we face off to finish it up once and for all?
You're absolutely right. Now, did you get a chance to hear Darius come out earlier?
Not much. I only know to hear the typical spiel of blah, 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 making fun of Blakey boy, but that's just my prediction.
Well, all I know is that he said some things that and now mind you, he has never gone that route ever, has he?
Probably to someone else, but not to me yet.
Right. Now, how are you feeling about this match?
This is the last almost the last of the showdown. Who is the better person? All I say is like I did on the first match when I did get that first win. I hope wherever this man is in, wherever pits of hell, whatever boil hot pit he's in, I do hope that your dear brother is watching carefully inside that pit of hell he's in, seeing I beat you one more time like I did last time. And hit you through that table. And making sure your body goes through down one more time.
So, are you saying with that? Speaking of tables, are you challenging Darius at Royal Flush to a tables match?
Oh boy!
Even better than that. We make it even better because remember the match that first started this social thing.
So if you win, What stipulation would you pick if you won this match coming up?
Uh-oh.
If I win and I pick the next stipulation, we're gonna be in Vegas, right?
Yes.
Nothing beats Vegas than a good old fashioned Texas Hold'em match.
Whoa. Whoa. A
You think
Texas
that-
Hold'em match.
Hey, tell Mr. Brody that there might be another match added to that little casino of his. But probably heard that go bye-bye. Let's say add another match inside of it.
Wow.
I object. I do not know.
Hearsay.
What is it? It's the Johnny Depp trial? Bullshit fucking shit!
Damn, Lenore, you have not. That place has changed you. Now you're swearing again.
Well, I object. I don't even know how to play Texas Hold'em.
Sorry to hear that. I know how to play Texas Hold'em, but Christine, do you have any questions for Lenore?
Lenore, all I gotta say is I need you to win this best of 7 because you are my woman and I need you to come out on top. I have all the faith in you. I'm a Lenore fan.
Well, Lenore, I'm giving word if Darius says if he wins this match is going to happen at SeaWorld.
Of course he went in that fucking sea. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. You wanted that fucking SeaWorld was having a fucking SeaWorld. I don't get 2 shits. I just want to get it over with.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Not the poor SeaWorld.
But Lenore, we have not really seen you since WrestleVersary.
You see me think? Oh yeah. That match.
What was going through your mind when you knew that Darius got the win?
Have you not seen it happen afterwards? I was talking to Cryptic, wrapping up the wounds.
Yes, I know you were. But how are your wounds feeling?
Yes. They're getting better. I finally got done with the wrappings.
Good.
And even though we still do the pack, even though we still do a lot of our training still at the compound and seeing what happened inside that Ring of the Woods, so getting a little bit of flashbacks because of stuff I've seen that no one else saw.
I need to know who was the imposter legion that got my hopes up.
Yeah.
You guys don't pay attention to what the rule you found that place. It's see things you think you saw or not really there. It makes you think they're there. Have you ever seen skin crawlers?
She's got a point there. All right. Well, Lenore, before you go, last words to Darius and your final thoughts.
All I say to this today is just make sure you want this nice and fair. Because, again, what's the fun of having the best of 7 doing it dirty? If you've been doing fair so far, why do you want to end it now? But you want to play mind games and play all of this fuckery. You're not the only one who knows how to do it, bitch.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
She just mic dropped.
She just mic dropped and walked away from the camera. Well, there you have it, folks. that is our show for tonight. I want to thank every special guest coming on, and we will see you this Monday on another episode of Monday Night Evolution.